Freeing Skip from Octavian's influence, the Boom Boys finally have made it back to Dreamtown, with Tristram making good on their word to try and free the other Dreamtown citizens from their dreams. Symone approached the party and told them that while they could free Anatol and hopefully be able to use that against Octavian, there was a second option of just destroying Octavian, as he's a dream parasite that acts as Dreamtown's anchor point. This, however, would leave an unsurety about the fate of the Dreamtown's residents. Before the Boom Boys could make a decision, however, a letter from Octavian arrived. All this and more in Grim Hollow Boom Boys Session 33, Dreams of the World Beyond, Dinner with a Dream Parasite. Alright, Boone and Tanachi, inspiration. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so y'all last time got a letter from Octavian. I don't think y'all opened it yet. Yeah. Alright, well, what's the party up to then?
Look nice. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to fix your hair after that awful dream that y'all had to go through twice.
Yeah,
That was fun.
At worse, went to the poop rivers.
that's true. It'll
Yeah,
forever be the worst fate someone could do to another person. I don't even understand why we would have even done that.
was to get your flute back. You know what? Never mind.
It was his fault. I blame you, Lex.
Oh, I don't know what
Well,
Tanachi had to do with anything, but
what does the letter say?
I don't think you even mentioned me.
Is that Seth for I'm reading the goddamn letter?
Yeah, that's for I'm reading the. Because you know what? Here, Tanachi can read the goddamn letter since he was so insistent on it.
Okay.
I wasn't
yeah,
insisting
Tanachi.
on it. I was saying we can.
Um, dear Boom Boys, I invite you to join me for a meal at the Hell and Tail. I have acquired us a table so that we can discuss your activities within my town so far. Sincerely, Octavian.
Is it normally a good thing if your boss invites you out to dinner?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask. Uh, hmm, what do you guys think?
I mean, we are in his place. It would be rude to decline dinner, would it not?
Hmm. What about you, Tanachi? What do you think?
Uh, excuse me. I think we just go in and rain on this party, and then I
Yeah,
guess see what he
I was
wants.
thinking that. Oh, wait, you're not talking about crap. Never mind.
And you, Humi? What are your
Well,
thoughts?
well, I don't eat, so why not?
You know,
Maybe I can snack on
speaking
him.
of, we're going to dinner, but
The boy
I
run
can't
off
say
the
that I'm
energy of the
hungry.
world. The boy a spirit bomb.
We're, well, we're in a dream still, technically, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that would probably explain the lack of hunger.
And why invite us to dinner?
Because he doesn't know he's in it. Wait. Yeah, he does. I don't know.
He
It's
does.
it's his deal.
Well, it sounds
Well,
like a setup to me and the perfect opportunity for me to get a fake snack from him, of course.
Boat snack.
Ignorance is bliss.
Huey's out here. I've never tried to suck all the blood out of something yet, but I might make this man a Capri Sun.
Would be pretty nice.
All right.
Magical
Uh,
Capri Sun.
actually, while we go and take care of this guy, right? New plan, and I want to make sure everyone's on board with it before we start.
Oh
Simone
yeah.
and Skip,
Yes.
do you think the two of you and Tristram can go and wake Anatol up from his for lack of a better term, imprisonment?
Um, we can try. No guarantee.
Hmm. Well, I guess the good news is time works differently in dreams, which is both good and bad. Or we can go and God. Okay. I prefer that they at least have a chance of getting out of their nightmare realm. So, I suppose while Laxnor, well, the boys and I. Actually, do Aaron and Zaphiel have anything to say about this before?
Um, I mean, we
Four
have
soldiers just take orders.
we 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 have time to do both. We're not in
It is.
a yeah.
Okay.
In
Then I guess
fact,
we should go.
in fact, um, Skip speaks up. Anatol, in fact, actually is probably going to bed right now as we're getting up.
Mm, oh, right.
That
Yeah,
is a fair point.
he gave me a twig when I first got here. It feels like it's been weeks, but I've had it with me since he gave it to me.
Oh,
A
did
twig.
was he claiming it was a steak?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that.
Oh, that that's good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
All right.
suspicious.
Well, I guess let's go and free Anatol, and after that, we'll see what's up with Octavian.
Oakley dokley then.
Sounds like a plan to me.
The plan: free Anatol from Nightmare, meet with Octavian, beat his ass, and step
Leave this place.
5 question mark. Step 6 profit.
Always. That might even be number one.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So, I guess y'all make your way to Anatol's house then?
Yep.
All right. Um, as I said, he is already asleep when you get there.
All right, boys, you know the drill. On goes the sleeping mask, hold hands.
You know, given that we do the silly ritual each time, is there an importance to this? Do y'all not just go into other people's dreams when you sleep?
No, most people don't.
Oh. Huh.
Also, as you guys are making it to the door, I need, or as like you're entering the house, I need stealth checks.
Oh. Um,
Okay.
oh,
Huh.
and scroll there. Pacha. Oh well, not too
24.
shabby.
I need 2 more. I
Let's see
need
what you got, boys. Don't let Black Snore out sneak you.
Tanachi and Humi. I need stealth checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can Tanachi save this?
The moment of truth. I looked away. What was it?
That's a 14.
It's a fine line.
I
I'm feeling gracious.
uh, I'll say I'll pass barely.
Yes, just like school.
Um. So yes. So while Humi, you kind of stub your toe on like, you know how like sometimes you don't lift your foot high enough, and so you'll hit like a step. That kind of just happened to you as you were walking into the house.
I don't know why, but I don't know if y'all ever played that
Sweet.
game Rampage,
That's up.
but I immediately pictured one of the characters from Rampage going, "Oh yeah, oh."
Oh, oh. Probably a loud clunk.
Yeah. Thankfully, just as you're like about to start clattering it with your armor into the house, thankfully, Boone is there to quickly catch you and kind of like slow you down to like being quiet again, so your armor's not making as much noise.
That's good, because immediately upon saying that, I went, "Ooh, we're supposed to be quiet."
Thank you.
Sorry.
Loved how matter of fact that was. Ooh, we're supposed to be quiet.
Yeah.
All right. Do, 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 do.
All right, so I guess y'all eventually managed to get into his room. And any other things before the ritual of holding hands and putting on the sleep mask?
Um,
Um,
I think I'm ready for this endeavor that we will impart on as brothers.
All right.
I'm gonna drink a health potion real quick because I got a little beat up a while ago.
Uh,
Actually, how am I
wait.
doing?
I'd say y'all have had a
Is it
full.
a save it?
I'll say y'all have had a short rest. So go ahead and
Okay.
yeah.
And I will expend 4 hit dice.
Yeah, I guess just let me know where y'all are, because I'm about to send y'all somewhere with new tokens, and I'm gonna have to update your health, aren't I? Well, I guess y'all can do it. Y'all can update your own tokens in Roll20 when you get to them.
Mm.
All right. So uh, after he says his little, I guess, weird, like rhymey but not a prayer thing, and puts on the mask, uh, Laxnor, I guess you kind of are taking lead on this because you're like, oh, I'm the professional dreamer here.
Yes.
If any,
And what a lead it shall be. It'll be the best lead.
and you kind of like take their hands, and who's holding Anatol while he sleeps?
It will not be I.
I guess I'll do it.
Like y'all are kind of holding,
Fantastic.
like y'all are almost in like a prayer circle at this point.
If we pray hard enough, he won't be crazy anymore.
The poor
that
fella.
that's essentially how these quests have been working, right?
Yes. That's definitely how I
And,
envisioned it.
and imagine if you could go into someone's head and just stab their psychological problems to death.
So
You can't do
Inception.
that.
I would love
So
that.
so the movie Inception. Except they,
Yeah, except actually useful to society.
yeah. Well, they could have been useful to society. They chose to be thieves instead. All right. Well, let me change the tunes up here, cause
About the duel. Is that copyrighted?
Nope.
how's that
Let's
come?
not test that theory.
How's that coming through for y'all?
Theory and beautiful.
Good.
As I'm
And
using Discord on my phone, I can't hear it, but I assume it's haunting.
Yeah, that's the accurate way to describe it.
yep, and y'all find yourselves in it's nighttime, and you're standing with Anatol, and immediately cries and the clanging of metal fill the air as all around stalwart knights and hunched, snarling vampires clash on the grass before an imposing stone keep. It is dark save for the light of the moon. 10 feet away, a pale figure shrouded in a cloak towers over Anatol. Sensing a new threat, the figure leaves Anatol and turns to attack. We are now in combat, so I will need initiative.
Well, this is taking a turn.
God damn it.
What?
The pun.
Oh, okay, for a moment my browser froze. That was concerning. It's still not perfect, but hey, there's a roll. Oh, there it goes. It's catching up now.
Yep.
Here we go. Whoa! 19.
So we got 13, 17, 5, 19. Is that correct?
Yep.
Alright.
Had to double check I added the modifier, but I did.
Meanwhile, I'm definitely going more
All right.
goth. I'm definitely going more gothic.
I picked up on that.
I mean,
My pizza is here. I'm gonna grab it real quick.
you're good. because Aaron is actually going to be going first. Alright. So, Aaron is going to immediately try to take a shot at his target, which is the vampire spawn right in front of y'all. And he's gonna hit. And actually, he got advantage because Anatol's there. Still hits.
Nice, nice.
And he gets a sneak attack. So I'm just rolling it all at once. Since his crossbow is the same type of dice, it's a d6. So 25 damage total.
Not bad for an opening move.
And now he's going to start to make his way 5, 10, 15. So that way he can attack with a melee attack with his rapier. And he will miss on the second attack. Well, wait. 17, because advantage. He's just not gonna get sneak attack on it because he already did the sneak attack.
Yep. Still nice.
And get 6 more damage in.
That's our person.
Alright, so that was Aaron's opening move. And hopefully that gave Boone enough time to get back with his meal. If not, that's fine.
The world may never know.
No, the world's gonna know right fucking now.
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey, you tell that world.
Well, it's Boone's turn then.
Alright. You know what? Burning. I'm a. Loads in incendiary round. Alright. Let's go to work. Do. First shot. 14 to hit.
That will miss.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Second shot.
That will
18
hit.
to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Alright. Bullet. $10 and fire 2.
So 12.
Yep. Phantom
Ah.
bullet.
Yep.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. For 7 damage. Okay.
Alright.
What's that?
Undead are one of Boone's favorite enemies.
Okay.
undead are one of Boon's favored enemies. What is there a check I need to make to like explain stuff to the rest of the group about them?
Um, no, because y'all have faced them together before, so so I'd say any knowledge that Boone has, you can share easily.
If you can pierce their heart, that'll keep them from moving. Anything radiant?
Okay.
Anyhow.
Radiant heart
Speaking of
piercings.
radiant, I'm gonna hide behind our big fuck off, I'll kill you guy.
Oh yeah, you're
Why, who would that be?
probably the
Not
paladin,
me.
which is the one that normally would have the radiant damage. That or a cleric.
Okay.
That's definitely me.
We may have much in common, this paladin, whom I don't know. I
Yep,
think he sounds like a
definitely
nice
me.
fella.
Yeah, he well, my pal Adine.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, it's
Yeah,
the
Of course
van.
you
that's
is.
you.
Yeah, it is the vampire's turn now.
And not this one, because I did shit.
Uh, he is. They're gonna attack Aaron
Not a boy.
since he drew that aggro. They miss on the first attack with their claw, and they're gonna go for another claw attack, which they will hit.
Nice.
And do 8 damage to Aaron.
Okay. He's been hit with worse.
And that's gonna be it for the vampire's turn. It is now Tanachi's turn.
Alright, let's say goodbye to these guys real quick. Hmm. I guess this first one I'll shoot will be this one that's all up in our business.
Alrighty.
The white one.
That seems pretty accurate.
I'm sorry, I
First one.
yeah.
I think it's +8. Let me make sure. Oh, no, it's not +8. It's +10. That's the hit.
Yep, that will hit.
And then +4. Bam, there's the damage.
Alright. Anything
We take it.
else?
I'll go again.
Okay.
We take it.
He's just going blop blop.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Woo. Alright. Come on, you got a crit! So Tanachi just kind of is rolling in on this. Give me another 2d6 without the modifier.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Ooh, take the
Okay.
4 off that.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, so another 5, so 20 damage total. It is, I mean, it was already in bleeding range. It is hurting.
Indeed.
Nice, nice.
That should be it for me, though.
Yeah. Alright. It is Laxnor's turn.
Alrighty. Let's survey this here battlefield. Um, so have we attacked any of the groups to the left or the right?
No, and in fact, um,
No.
you kind of feel like if you. It's that dream scenario where if you try to run towards it, it's actually further away.
Then it appears.
Yeah.
Huh. So it's really just the one here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, two, I guess, really, but
Oh, is there two?
uh,
Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, yeah. Yumi. Duh.
what do I have that would be good against it that is not gonna break the bank? I guess scorching. Well, actually, hang on. How many slots do I have left? Okay, you said it's at bleeding.
Yeah, it's at bleeding. Yeah.
Can I get away with a firebolt then? So, do. Tap. I will firebolt it. Oof. Well, actually, no. 18's not bad. I
Yep.
forgot I have a plus 10.
That will hit.
Um. So then I need to do 2d10. Oop, not having it. So we go 2. Oh, it's not responding. Hello? Oh, well, no, not 3, not 4. Whoa, slow down. I don't know what is with my browser today. This
There you
Wi-Fi
go.
is not liking roll 20, but hey, at
All
least I
right.
can't
So,
finish.
Laxnor, you throw your little fire at it,
Yep.
and it goes up in flames.
I see what you did there.
And as it's shrieking in pain from the fire and eventually kind of turns to like smoke, the other
Yes,
vam-
yes.
the other vampire spawn that are all around are also being taken out by the uh those by the knights that are fighting them.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah. So wins for everybody.
Will you take it?
And once things calm down, everybody kind of starts to regroup back towards the entrance. And this woman steps up Ah, welcome. I'm Knight Commander Alicia. We didn't see you come in. Uh, um, and before she can continue her introduction, a piercing shriek fills the night air, followed by a chorus of malicious hissing, and the mist rolls in, and the moon disappears, blotted out by the shadow of enormous bat wings. Alicia looks up just in time to see it. The second wave of vampires. With a grimace, she barks, "Knights, inside! All of you!" She turns to you. "That means you too, free swords!" And all the knights begin to rush into the keep.
Nice. Okay.
I
Well,
guess we mosey along with them.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stand around outside and get picked up by a giant bat vampire, man.
Yeah. In we go,
I'd like to
boys.
skip that part.
Yeah. Alicia actually hangs out, waiting and kind of waving everybody in.
Cool.
So I think everybody should have control over their own characters.
Oh yeah, that might actually be important, huh? To move myself.
And I put all players have control over Zaphiel and Aaron. So.
All right.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. Help.
And once inside, here we'll move to Nachi. And oh, he was doing it already. My bad. All right, Alicia is the last to come in, and she, once everybody is secure, she bars the doors, the heavy doors shut, barring the keep and locking it. And you see her pocket the key to the padlock. Thankfully, vampires must be invited inside to gain access to a place. So, as long as no one opens the door and lets the vampires in, we're safe.
For now.
And let me present Alicia to you. There you go.
Yeah. Alicia Nicta.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you just call
Look
me?
the.
Nicta.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't say it.
You might be the only one.
Sometimes it just slips out, man. I didn't say nothing bad. It's her name.
And as everybody kind of starts to calm down from this action, the other knights kind of look at y'all and are like, "Oh, thanks. Whew. I don't think we would have made it out without y'all."
Well, there was no trouble. I mean, surely a little bit of
We try.
payment and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, you came at a very fortunate for us time, because but in return for helping us out, uh, we can provide shelter to you until daylight. Um, so we have some rooms upstairs in the barracks, uh, that you have access to. Obviously, keep it out of people's personal effects. But other than that,
Yes, of course.
um, yeah, the upstairs barracks are currently empty because a large number of our soldiers are away on a mission.
Ah, pray tell.
Yes. It's probably why the vampires chose to strike when they did.
So, what are they away doing?
I'm sorry?
Oh, you said they're away on an important mission, and I figured if the vampires know, then must be common knowledge. We're just not quite from here, you know?
Well, before I answer that, I do have questions of my own. And you are sellswords then?
What's the boon?
We are mercenaries, yes.
It seems you're hemmed in with us for the rest of the night, for the time being. Um, make sure all you need to know is that you're safe in here. This is a private building, so without invitation, we are secure. Hunker down, rest, regroup, eat. Um, tell me
All
about
right.
just yeah. Feel free to tell me about yourselves and meet the rest of the unit. Uh, if we're going to fight and die together, you might as well know the lot.
Did you say die?
Well, there's always the possibility.
Hmm. Fair.
But yeah, so this is a like kind of gruff, old, like meticulous woman who's got like who has silver hair. Um,
All right.
but
There's
but yes, I'm Alicia Nitka. You almost got me, y'all. Y'all almost messed me up because y'all were making jokes.
Uh,
Nitka. I almost said K instead of T at the start, so it was yeah.
yeah, you gotta
Nit.
be careful with that one.
Yeah. Alicia Nitka.
Okay.
it
Um,
is not spelled that way.
Nick,
but as long as oh, it's the other way around. Yeah, I spelt it wrong, I guess, in the sheet. Um, but in the meantime, I am the commander in charge here. Uh, you have found yourself though with the best, some of the best of the Eternal Knights.
Oh, well, find us lucky.
All right.
Um,
And the rest of your people?
they're off on a
No,
mission. But oh, you mean
the one here.
the ones here? Yes. And she first points to Anatol. This is Anatol Dolka. Uh, he was adopted in the order pretty early, huh? Hmm. He kind of nods. Um, yes, I'm Anatol. Thank you. Y'all were right there with me. I wouldn't have made it out without y'all.
Anytime, for a fee, of course.
Well, maybe my boss can work that out afterwards.
Ah, fantastic. What do y'all got to eat around here?
Well,
Introduction to Black Snore.
and
Okay.
the one next to Boone and Zaphiel speaks up next, and this is a young young person. I'm Marsh. Um, I've I'm actually probably the newest member, and they kind of look around, confirming that with everybody.
Pleasure to have you on board.
And
Nice
then
to meet you.
up next is this older gentleman that's next to Mersch. This kind of weathered and graying middle-aged man. I'm Renatus. I'm I'm second in command under Alessia.
Nice to meet you.
We'll see.
Wait,
Well, we can continue introductions as we eat. Alicia kind of points y'all to the dining hall,
Yep.
now we're talking my language.
and there's already kind of a spread there, as if like there's always consistently food, kind of just always laid out. Just
That seems
because,
like a good place.
you know, in an order like this, they're not gonna always be organized and have
Yeah.
time to. Sometimes you gotta pick up your food and get right to battle.
I agree.
Mhm. I think like as everyone's kind of eating, Boone, who knows his food is not real, but also doesn't care, is kind of like looking and examining. Uh, he's basically trying to get a feel for the everlasting knight's like mental states. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I would need a insight check.
All right. Since this is something that he needs to practice a little bit more. All right.
Okay. As you kind of scan the room, as everybody's kind of grabbing their food, and I assume everybody at this point is sitting at the hall table.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
Boone, you notice that Alicia still uh she looks a little bit tired. Like you can tell that the leadership is kind of taking a toll. Um, from what you've heard, they've been going at this all night. Um, like as soon as the sun was gone, eh,
Um,
yeah,
hold, hold the, hold the castle, and it's just been a constant bombardment.
yep. Um, Anatol is kind of his face has kind of gone pale, and you see that he's not really eating his food. He's kind of just sitting at the table, uh, still in his plate armor, but just like because some of them took off the armor once they got to the table, right?
Mhm.
Um, but he's pushing his food around his plate with his fork rather than eating. So he's kind of just moving the food around.
I see.
Mersh is in leather armor still. Once again, for the most part, most of them keep their armor on while eating, just because you never know when you gotta get right back up.
Yeah.
And so, Mersh is kind of the one asking y'all about stuff as y'all are eating. So seems the most interested, but also is the youngest. So that makes sense. They're like the best guess you can get is they're like somewhere between 15 to 17.
Uh,
And so they're like, "Oh, tell me about the adventures you've been on. What other creatures have you fought? Is that your first time fighting vampires?" And they're just like constantly spitting questions out. They're like, "I've never left Revo before, so I just want." Uh,
just all the like. Oh boy. Okay.
which, by the way, that should perk up in Humi's ears. You know that Revo is a small city within Astoria.
What about it? What should I know?
That you're in Astoria right now in the stream, because Mersh mentioned Revo, which is a city within Astoria, and so you immediately picked up on that.
Oh, that I know the city.
Yeah, you know of it. Like you know, and you know that this is we're in Astoria. This is my home.
Oh, yes, I know this place well.
Like you
This
don't
is
know
my
like
home.
like you don't know like specifically like the keep, but you know like this is Astoria. Okay, which
I recognize this architecture anywhere. This is
yeah,
Astoria.
yeah, and if you call that out, um, everybody in the party, y'all immediately realize that explains the vampires. um,
It does indeed.
and that also like, and then Merch is like, wait, you didn't know where you're at? How do you not know where you're at? Did you not? Were you not following a map? What kind of adventure were you on that you weren't following a map?
Oh, we were lost in a storm, boy. The map
Long
was gone
story,
a long time ago.
what he said. And a poop river.
Let's not get started on that.
It started.
Oh man, I'm kind of used to dealing with. I've never dealt with a poop river, but you know I grew up on a farm, so you know I was kind of a
That's the
farmhand,
word.
so I'm kind of used to like manure.
Oh,
Yeah.
try a river of human poop. It's the
Oh
worst.
yeah.
Living human poop, the worst kind. It attacked me, the foul beast. We slayed it. Disgusting.
That we did. Yep,
Damn right we did.
that
Thanks
was
to you,
a thing we
making
did.
us fight it. The poop monster.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, let's not get the lad too excited on his first day. Jimmy?
Yeah. But
uh,
yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah. I'm excited to be part of the Order of Dawn. It's great.
Oh, well, yeah. I wish you well, lad.
You'll love most of them. Us, them,
I think
and us.
I think Boone is gonna like whisper to Yumi. He's like, I I don't know what that is to you.
Not any idea.
Um. He can give me a. Humi can give me a history check if he would like.
Oh, actually, let me check in my brain real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, can anyone make a history check?
Uh. This one's. I'm gonna give this one to him
Okay.
specifically. Um.
Looks like I know a little something for one.
Yeah. So, from what you understand, this is a faction of knights that specifically deal with vampires, and their whole thing is um, dealing with vampires and undead in general. But vampires tend to be a go-to since they're founded in Astoria. And like the Order of Dawn actually reject any powers of undead as part of their oath. Um,
That's pissed. Well,
so
I'm gonna whisper back to Boone. I'm gonna be like, these people are cultists to me. Make sure they do not discover that I'm a vampire. Their knights are vampire hunters.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
They will kill me, and probably you guys for harboring me. Just
Mm,
notice. Or we'll kill them. I mean, I prefer not to, but what must be done must be done.
yeah.
um,
Ugh.
but yeah,
Okay.
Mersh
Well,
is going back to like Boone's kind of. Unless you had something you wanted to add before I.
the second thing Boone will do is do like a quick mental evaluation of his own team because he knows that he's been pushing them pretty hard recently.
Okay. Well, I'll finish your evaluation of everybody else before I. Um. So yeah. So Mersh, kind of like as I said, that they are asking questions rather than they're still eating, but it's a slower eating just because they're having a
Mm-hmm.
conversation. Uh, Renatus, on the other hand, kind of finishes their meal quickly and kind of looks at everybody else and is just like, y'all should finish your meals too. We need to salvage what little we have left of the night. And
It is still young.
so he's already done, and so he leaves to go get some rest.
Mm.
And that leaves the one next to him, who kind of just shrugs off what Renata said, and kind of looks at y'all, and is like, "I'm Conrad, by the way. Uh, everybody is in the order is friends with me. Um, so don't think too unkindly of Renatus. Uh, he he just takes the job seriously.
As they should,
Nothing
given
wrong.
what's out there.
But I do also agree with his point overall. Uh, definitely get some sleep at some point. Um, I we're pretty safe while y'all will be safe while I take the first patrol.
Appreciated, friends.
And you also notice Conrad's the only one that's drinking.
Oh, comforting.
Like when I say drinking, I mean like alcohol drinking.
Yeah.
And
Eating as well, I hope.
oh yes,
Okay.
it's the only one who's also indulging a little bit.
Oh, he's
Uh,
just having fun.
yeah. And so
Ah,
that leaves the last one next to him. Uh, this person exhausted, as if they hadn't slept in years. Uh, but
Same here.
but he gives y'all a smile. And he says, "I'm Etienne.
Same.
I'm I'm Etienne. From actually from Charlotte.
We're not.
Hello?
Check.
from Fortnite?
Charnalt, you know.
John,
Sorry, we didn't hear any of that.
Oh,
He said he's the juggernaut.
no.
from Fortnite.
I'm Etienne from Charnalt.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Etienne from Charnal. I'm human. All El Perro, as some may know me. And these are the merry band of men.
Um,
We do tricks.
Yumi,
Yes?
can I ask a favor of you real quick? And Boone
Sure.
is whispering this one.
mm-hmm.
Sure.
So,
Uh,
anyways, let me tell you about. I'm just gonna keep them busy while y'all are talking.
can you do your thing that lets you know whether someone's a is special, like you?
Ah, I see. Let me remember what that shit's called.
Above game, I'm asking you to use your divine sense.
That's what I was looking for.
Um,
Yes.
I will.
Boone is
Yeah.
Boone is like, I try to connect with nature, but given the company outside, I don't think it'd do anything right now.
I will say,
I'm,
Boone. You also
Mhm.
noticed that Etienne was the last one to come to dinner. He was actually late. Uh, and he's also the only one who is not wearing his armor.
All
So,
right.
so he removed his armor before joining y'all.
That seems normal.
I will cast one of my charges of divine sense.
All right. Let me get a reminder of what that specifically does.
Do your thing.
Oh, I'm getting something. Let's see. Uh, let's see. So it's, let me get this correct. It's the presence of what? As an action, you can open your awareness to detect evil forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Um, Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been. Okay, so you'll know how many, you'll know what they are, but you won't know who they are or where specifically they are. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
Um, so, and it says that's not behind total cover, so that won't include the vampires outside.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's a reason why I asked him to do it now. I meant to do it earlier, but
Considering the situation.
yeah.
I forgot I had it. It's important too.
Let me double check something.
The reason why, Boone's primeval awareness allows him to sense more creatures over a longer distance, but it doesn't help him narrow down a fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm double checking some stuff real quick. Uh, I'm double checking when some, because they're
I had a suspicion, but I don't know.
yeah.
It may be nothing. Still,
If it's what you're thinking, it was what I was thinking. I'm waiting to see how this plays out, though.
you sense. One, two. Trying to make sure my head count's correct. And make sure my facts are straight about something. Sorry, this is a case of there are moving parts, and I'm making sure those parts are where they should be.
I see. Me and Chris, what if we just threw a wrench into the window and saw what happened?
Okay, yeah. There are 4 undead in this room.
That was more terrifying an answer than I was genuinely expecting.
There's also a oh, does he count as that? Surprisingly does not. Okay. I'm surprised that that a certain somebody doesn't count as a celestial, but
Wouldn't happen to be our friend over here, would it?
yeah, surprisingly, no, just medium humanoid. No celestial whatsoever.
Well, he did get that kind of yanked out of him, if I remember how downcast worked.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, 4 undead are in this room.
It's up to you. I want to share that, Chris.
Keeps to himself. I think it actually keeps to himself. Chris?
Didn't know I was muted. But yes, I will lean in and tell him. I'm looking for the piece of go on, Kaiser. I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna tell him what happened. What? What?
Okay. So he scanned the room and 4 of them got pinged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mildly concerning.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
The greatest fears come to life.
Fuck me. Why are my
Actually,
minions
I guess there's 5 if you include Humi, but
I don't include myself.
I don't think it actually says that you. I don't think it says one way or another. It just says that it detects how many.
Oh, so then there's 5,
Yeah.
So if there's ever more
including
than
myself.
one, yeah, if there's ever more than one, panic. But
Ah, well, what a fun day this is. uh, it doesn't tell him which ones, right?
Correct. It doesn't identify them, but it does tell you how many and what they are.
Okay.
It tells you how many and what they are.
All right. So,
Well, hold on. I guess it does. It says you know the location. So I guess you do know who they are, because if you know the location, then you would know them, right?
Yeah, you'd be able
yeah.
to look across the room, I'd imagine, and kind of figure them out.
So I'm gonna ping them for you, Hume. Beep, bop, bippity, boop.
Oh,
Damn. So everybody except for the guy with the beard and vampires. Maybe they'll talk peacefully.
Yeah,
It's kind of
Well,
I'm
ironic though,
debating
because they're
that.
vampire artists.
I do want to clarify. You don't know what type of undead they are. You just know they're undead.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Even furthermore,
Some of them could be lynch. One of them could be a lynch. All of them could be lynches.
or a revenant.
Or whatever that is. I don't like the sound of that either. We must
Well, you see, a
investigate. Should we call
revenant.
them on their shit? What's a revenant?
Well, you see, human. Revenant is someone who hates someone and wants revenge so bad that
That
they
he
go
fights a
back to their
bear.
word to fuck them day, to fuck with the people that killed them
and he
over and over again.
and he fights a bear.
Yeah, he finally got an Oscar with it.
Oh.
that would make a good movie and/or book.
Yeah, you know, not it doesn't have as much of the coming back to life sort of parts, but you know, same concept of revenge.
Neat.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys think? Let me try something real quick. A little
Should we
bit
call them on their
dangerous.
shit?
No, I want to see how they react to this. Anyhow, Boone will like. This is very dumb, but in order to make sure of what I think is gonna happen, Boone will like go to kind of like readjust one of his long saxes and kind of like cut his unintent. You know when you will unintentionally in air quotes cut his thumb to see if that provokes
The
a
the
like
the vampire movie trope of
yes.
okay.
Yeah,
Um.
I'm gonna stick my hand on the needle to see if the fucking thing hops out.
Oh yeah. Give me another insight check.
Not not a perception for this one.
You know what? I will accept either.
Okay. Oof. 23.
Okay. Um. The most of the room seems to kind of like. So, are you doing it in an obvious way, or are you kind of just?
Very. It kind of looks like he went to just like readjust his stuff because it was bothering him against like his leg.
Yeah, but like nobody sees you cut yourself.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Um.
Well, ideally, yeah. The
Yeah.
point is to cut myself and make it look like an accident.
Yeah. But like nobody sees like you're not making a show of,
Mhm.
oh, I cut myself. Because if you do, then like,
Yeah, no.
because that would decide some of the reactions. Yeah. Okay. So then, in that case, with a 23, obviously, Humi in your group smells the blood. So Humi would react however Humi reacts when blood is around. That is up to him.
Whenever I smell that,
Yeah,
let's see.
yeah, you're smelling
Slight
that blood.
arousal.
You're smelling that blood. It's right. It's coming from 2 seats over. Um, but
Slight arousal.
so yeah, that's what you're getting off of
That's
Humi.
that's myself.
But as for everybody
I
else, they
think
kind
that'll
of
be
yeah.
yes.
As for everybody else, they're kind of just eating normally, except for Anatol, who kind of looks at you and then
I had a feeling.
quickly looks back down and starts eating again, or pretending to eat, because he's
Mm.
moving. He's stirring his food around still.
All right. Ah. Mm. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Continues eating.
Yep. And so after a while, everybody finishes up their meal, decides time to get some rest. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Conrad, of course, staying on first watch. Um, so Conrad takes the gate and then like take and then y'all are allowed up into the barracks up here.
Okay.
Actually, you're on the second floor, so it's not on the map. Sorry. Correction. I believe. Let me double check. Yes, there's barracks on the second floor. So y'all would be on the second floor at this point.
Ah.
And I can copy paste y'all to it.
You know, it occurs to me that
But
could have just fucking caused a feeding frenzy like 20 seconds ago.
It's okay. Where's this happened?
there you go. So y'all are in your barracks up here.
All right.
Nobody else is here. It's just you guys.
So, you guys catch that shit earlier?
About
I,
them being vampires.
Yeah.
Indubitably. We sniffed
Uh-huh.
them out. But they don't seem to have ill intent.
I don't think they're only Anatol reacted to the blood when I cut myself earlier. And
Which
there
means
are more.
only one is a vampire, or the others are able to hide their affliction a little easier.
Mm. Either that or they're not quite. Either that or they're not vampires.
First thing I said. Yes.
So, how do you go? How do you boys want to handle this? Anatol, for better or worse, still has to die in this dream.
I mean, is there a rule against it being by our hand?
I don't know. Even so, if we do kill him and we're wrong, we just get reset.
Hmm.
Maybe we kind of let things play out for now. It seems we seem to be the ones with the upper hand.
Mm,
It's true.
Just
They
stay
do
on
need
your
our
toes,
help.
gentlemen. All 10 of them, or 8, or however many you have.
Indeed.
One of them wasn't in the room when I asked Humi to perform his little. What do we call that? Your special
Uh,
sense?
uh, yeah, we'll call it a special tingle.
Mm-hmm.
I get 4 of those.
Ah, cool. Good to know.
Nope. 3 now. You used 1, everybody gets 1.
Everybody gets one. All right, fine. Let's.
Got like hands, everybody's gonna catch them eventually.
Look, I might give him 2, okay, because, you know, he did earn it. So, I might get 2. Respect.
Now,
Because I fuck with you. I know you're good for it.
just because we're in friendly territory doesn't. I don't want us to lose our edge. So
Indeed.
someone's gonna take watch.
Well, since I don't sleep and we're already in a dream, sign me up.
That is a fair point.
All right, then.
I get double not sleeping, guys. I
Double
have taken a
nuts.
nap.
All right, then. Yeah, I guess we just rest up for a while.
Rest, everyone. Lay your heads down and sleep.
Yeah.
Don't let the vampires or gooners come get you.
And especially not the van and
Nightmares.
and especially not the vampire gooners.
Oh,
Gosh.
that's the worst.
Never again. Never again.
God, such an unserious adventurers for a serious campaign.
Yeah.
It's
I
only
think we
'cause
were the
I
right
did.
ones for the job.
Don't worry. We get that
Boom.
shit done.
All right. Well,
We were
that.
serious when we died.
After that, we were like, "What's
What's the point?
Uh,
It's like, what's the point of being serious anymore?
We already
I
died.
mean,
We
nothing
got
worse
plot
could
armor.
happen.
All right.
Plus,
Well,
we figured out we got plot armor. We're immortal.
we're not."
We think it.
We've proven that.
But we've actually proven we're mortal. Immortal, I mean. Sorry. Because we ain't dead somehow. Magic. Because I'm special. No, I'm just playing. Because we're special.
feel like this is a conversation you either have already had before or are having now.
Yeah.
It could
Look,
go
we're
one
not.
of 2 ways.
We're good. We're not. I'll say this: you are certainly some of the most unique individuals I have traveled with, for better or for worse.
I am the most unique individual you have ever laid eyes on in your life. The most electrifying aura comes off of me. I am beautiful.
Right.
And you
Did that food
are my
taste
friend.
bland to anyone else?
I didn't. But I did smell something that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that shit trash.
I'm glad I'm not alone.
Eh, I
All
mean,
right.
well, remember.
Don't worry, Boone. I got aroused by the blood, but not you. You're not my type.
Thanks, I guess.
Yes, you're welcome.
I don't know how to take that.
Well, it's not an insult. You're just
Don't worry
a
about it,
little
man.
stronger than the man you like. A little too rough around the edges. And you never brush that damn hair.
It's
But you're
fine.
awesome.
God. I guess during the, you know, what do you guys want to do once we, get out of here?
I think a nice trip to the beach sounds lovely.
A beach trip, you say?
Nothing but
Uh,
the sand, the water, the hot
and soaking up
sun
that
beaming down on
beautiful
us.
sun. Yep, right
And
on my dome piece.
there'll be one chair with an umbrella calling my name, and I'll be sleeping under it all day long.
Well, I hate to tell you, buddy, me and you are gonna be fighting for that umbrella.
Oh, nonsense. Now I need my beauty rest.
Mm. Mm.
What about you, Tanachi? We get out of here. What do you want to do?
I want a burger. No, I'm just kidding.
Sounds nice.
I second to that.
I'm sure we got a
Probably,
minotaur, or a cow somewhere around.
I don't know. Probably just join you guys with whatever y'all are up to.
Burger does actually sound really good.
Do burgers exist in this time?
I mean, they've existed for a while.
Well, then a burger sounds great.
Yeah.
Make mine rare, and make sure that it has no seeds.
Mm.
Like extra rare and no seeds.
Yeah. I'll have to, once we get out of this place, I'll have to re-up on our coffee. We've been going through it.
Coffee.
Yeah, you guys are probably tired as hell. That sucks. Sorry about that. I'll slap you guys. Y'all go to sleep. If y'all need to stay awake, I got you.
Mm.
Pep talk, you need a pep talk, I got you. Bedtime story, I'm not so good at those, but I got
I imagine you just look back over and Langston is already passed out.
you.
All right, well, about 2 hours pass after y'all finally start to close your eyes and get comfortable. Well, as comfortable as you can in a situation like this. And all of a sudden, you hear an ear-splitting shriek breaking the silence.
Shit. All right.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. So, are y'all going to follow it?
I guess we shouldn't we?
I guess that's what superheroes do.
All right.
All right.
That are horror movie women.
So, if y'all
Go over to Lachlan and shake him awake. Wake up, old man!
What? Ooh, what?
I'm gonna splash water on him after he's already awake.
Oh, what in the blazes? Was I on fire? Am I a vampire?
Someone just
Not yet.
screamed
Or
or something.
did you go help him?
Come on.
I think we need our flute player.
Well,
You gotta
where
stand
the
out front and
blazes
all.
are we gonna find one of those?
Just drag him.
I don't know. We need you to find us one. Come on.
So yeah. Eventually y'all find yourselves back downstairs at the entryway, and just past the shocked and horrified faces of Renatas and Alicia sits the fresh corpse of Conrad Regulsi. He slumps against the cold stone of the hallway, drained of all color. Two unmistakable puncture wounds appear on Conrad's exposed neck, and the last lingering traces of his blood trickle onto his armor.
Damn. Hey, we already know who our vampire is, so it looks like we have incentive. Let's call her on her ship.
Do you say that out loud?
I would
Yes.
probably
Oh wait. Is
not
it only?
do
Is it
that.
only? It's not us. Only us here, is it?
No.
We heard the
No.
shriek. That's the whole reason we came.
You
Yeah.
know, honestly, I really want to, but I'm
The
gonna
hell
roll
did
with
that
what you
go?
got.
Yeah. Alicia and Renatos were already here before y'all got here.
Alicia, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk over
Renatus
to
wasn't here before.
just stand by
He
him.
wasn't here when we did the ping last time, right? For whether or not people are.
Yeah, Renatos
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't there when y'all.
Already on it. I say it behind them because I'm standing behind them at this point. Now wink it, at Boone, and I snap. I'm gonna say I snap when it happens. A little. It's not a loud snap, but a whoop. I'm gonna see what they got going. So now I've used another charge. You got
Okay.
two. There's your second.
And as you do your second one, it's actually perfect timing because that's when the others start to also arrive. With Etienne coming from the kitchen, Anatol
Ooh.
from the east tower or west tower, and Mersh from the east tower behind y'all.
Fun.
And
Looks like you all
so,
have arrived for the fun, huh?
and with that scan, you are going to get. Let me double check. Yes. So 1, 2, 3. Once again, 4 undead. Well, 5. Sorry, 5 undead. I keep forgetting to count Yumi. So 5 undead are in this room.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot I moved.
Uh, so here you go. Here's the pings. Ping, 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 ping.
And
So
that
once again,
girl over there's the one that smelt the blood, right?
No.
No. Which
Our
one was
boy.
it? The one right in front of Zephyr? Oh, him. Okay. Nightingale. The Scrooge yourself. So now I'll tell you exactly how I would do this. I'd be like, we got a good old fashioned Mexican standoff. We can do this the fun way. All you guys can give up. But I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one since you are the leader. I telepathically communicate to the group.
We have a team huddle. Okay. As
Right.
much as I like, just swinging, shooting, flashing, and cutting, and there might be an easier way. Let's just ask them to show us their teeth.
and so like as y'all are discussing this, obviously Alicia is also having to discuss what's in front of her, and she's like, "Who was that scream?" Renatus is like, it was me. I seeing Conrad like this, like, fuck.
It's a pretty appropriate response.
I agree.
Well, the vampires couldn't enter the keep on their own. They had to be invited, which means one of us is the vampire. I,
Dun,
Ooh, I
dun,
never would have guessed.
dun.
I must
Never
have,
would have guessed that.
well, and it must have been when I called the night, when I said knights, and then I allowed you guys to come in. I invited whoever the vampire is in. So, well, obviously it's the newcomers. The, I mean, how do we know they aren't somnant agents?
Okay. All right, buddy.
All right.
I mean, the
I have.
serendipitous arrival, claiming to not know where they were that they didn't know they were in Astoria. They didn't even. I mean, how did they not know where they are? They knew where they were.
We're time travelers.
Okay, don't mind him. He's drunk. But
The
I'm not
fact that
drunk.
that's actually pretty
Sarcastic.
close to the truth is hilarious. I mean, to them, essentially, we are.
I'm just being a smart ass to them, but yeah, I am actually telling them the truth without being able to tell you. What? Guys,
Oh, and oh shit, Mersh behind you.
Yeah.
Well, Alicia, that means we don't have a lot of options because we can't go out until sunrise, but we also can't stay here for 4 more hours because either we go out and we die to the vampires out there, and more
or we
than
died
like,
to the vampires.
or we die to the vampire in here. Yeah.
Hey, could be plural. You never know. We're always putting these singular digits on things here. Just
Oh my
saying.
god.
We got a whole case, and we don't know who it is yet. I say we all stay really close. What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna ask to the all white people with no color.
Oh, I have been misspeaking. There's only
Huh?
four. There's only four undead in this room.
Oh,
Mersh is
that's
Mersh is
okay.
Mersh is not undead. Sorry.
Ah,
That's
cool.
okay.
so this is the one oh gosh, how do you paint? There.
You
Okay.
hold it, yeah.
This is
So
the one that we came in with, correct?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Anatol's
what
the
it
one
is.
you came in with. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also the one you're here. It's his dream.
So then I'm going to Blackstar's gonna take a bold move here. But
It's a bold strategy. Will it pay off?
hopefully. So Laxnar comes up to talk to what was her name again?
See ya.
So this is your band of married men.
None of us are married.
I mean,
Never mind.
Not now, Boom, not you. You'll come next.
none of us are merry.
Well,
Is where that joke. Is where that joke.
word.
It's where that joke should have gone. Boone.
I'm kind
Oh.
of married. I like to consider
He's
myself the
drunk,
most
so
married.
ignore him.
I'm not drunk, damn it.
Um. Alicia says, yes, these are, well, at least at the moment until the commander comes back.
So, how long have you known these men?
I mean, for, for some of them years, and then, in the case of Mersh, for a few months.
So, Marish is the new one.
Yeah,
Do any of your friends age? Just curious.
Points to herself with silver hair and points to Renatus with graying hair, as if, is that an actual question?
But how many gray hairs have you grown in the last 10 years? How many years have you said? That many.
Gosh,
Mm-hmm.
he's drunk. Remember that. Okay.
I'm not drunk.
How many men have you lost? Well, we'll say since Mersh joined.
This is the first time we've had this type of situation.
Really, this particular evening, and Mersh is the newest member.
I mean, we've never had a situation like this before.
So you're telling me that you've never had undead inside the castle as long as you've been keeping this up?
In Astoria, of all places.
We've never had vampires inside the keep before.
Which, yeah. Damn, that time of the year. He's acting up.
All right,
Well,
we're gonna need everyone to
I'm
break
drunk,
off
remember.
into pairs and search for clues.
or hold on.
Why would we do that? Blacksmith.
Boone is examining this corpse right here.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular? I mean, the bite marks are pretty obvious.
Yeah. He's trying to figure out, like, essentially, is this guy bit on the left, the right side? And
He is bitten on the right.
okay,
And he's kind of facing the dining hall, so like his back is to the door.
all right. I'm going. All right, so there's that. Does it look like a struggle was had, or is this a real quick?
Um, Give me an investigation or insight check to give me a little bit more.
All right. Investigation.
And as you're like looking over it, Renatus is like, "Are we really gonna let them look at his body like that, Alicia?" And Alicia puts up her hand to like silence him, and goes,
I'm a
"We." Oh,
burn inspiration to reroll that.
yep,
If you'd
yeah.
like, I could actually give it a go.
You gotta learn speak with undead.
Oh, God, did
I
I
mean,
not?
speak
I
with dead.
should have took that spell. Why did I not?
Hey, we'll learn it. We'll find that.
I did not.
Somewhere.
I'll be darned. But
Right.
anywho,
But yeah, as y'all are like investigating the body, whoever's gonna do it.
oh my lord.
Nope.
Yeah, so I'm gonna burn that reroll.
Yeah, Alicia is just like,
23.
Alicia goes,
Okay.
"Let them look into it. We are too close to the case, and I think our, I think we're letting the heat of the moment get to us." And
Yeah, that is a very valid point. Why don't we all take a gander here into the hall behind us? That way we can all at least sit with each other in comfort, knowing there's no one bunched up on each other.
well,
Oh, so now
I
the drunk guys
I
have
was
to go
gonna
with.
I was gonna say I'm putting you guys in charge of the investigation.
Fantastic. Now, everyone into the mess hall.
Agreed.
Okay, so you're kind of just gathering everybody there as if kind of like Clue,
Yep.
just to get everybody there and be able to.
Well, if there's a vampire amongst the group, he's gonna get hungry again, right? Conveniently, I don't sleep. So,
Okay, now that it's just me and Boone here,
Okay.
go to Boone.
there any more elves amongst the group?
I'm just gonna be like, Boone,
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. Have you found anything?
Uh, so what Boone finds? Your investigation reveals that there was not a struggle.
Hmm.
Assuming Boone had just disclosed this information.
Yeah.
So, Boone, if
Mm-hmm.
I understood you and Hume earlier, you intentionally pricked your finger to try and entice a vampire.
Yes.
Is this man's corpse still have any blood in it?
Good question. Is this corpse desiccated, Caleb?
So, oh, so like, did he fully feed on him? No.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
No, yeah, I
Um,
said there was still, yeah, I said there was still blood trickling from his armor, or down his armor, when y'all got there.
Yeah.
I
Boone,
have
I
an
have an
idea.
idea
Oh, we
that
both did.
Yeah.
might be a bit strange.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that I am a wizard, right?
Yes.
Did you know I am a sangromancer?
Are you?
No, I did
Me
not.
Like,
either
Snore,
until
I'm going to
recently.
kick your ass at the end of this.
But what if we give everyone, I mean, as poorly choice as it is, a cup with a little in it and just see their reaction?
A cup with a little blood in it? I mean, that's
I mean,
that's actually not a bad idea. But
not a poor
sounds like
choice. It's
hepatitis.
fucked up.
I mean, you go for it.
Yes.
I
Now,
don't think I
given
can
that they're
contract
all in
such
the
things.
next room, they don't know what's going to be in the cup, but the vampire would.
Mm-hmm.
But what if they just hide their reaction?
Well, there's going to be all of us with all eyes to see.
Hmm.
The
What
Hume
if
that
we
I'm
all?
assuming is here.
What if we all slightly cut ourselves as they sample it, and maybe go on ahead and make this hepatitis plane a hepatitis orgy, and drop a drop of our own blood into the gauntlets, cups,
Please never
whatever
use
it is.
this sentence or combination of the words hepatitis orgy again.
Well, hey, look, sometimes it happens.
Well, Boone is
Oh
the
boy.
investigation leader, given my role as trash. What do you say?
Let's do it. I never actually like bandaged up my thumb or anything from earlier, so I've just kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Alright.
drop of dew, and then they'll
So we're
smell the
making
blood on it.
a blood orgy.
We're making a blood cocktail.
Oh,
Yes.
Now we just mix it up real good, and I'll put a blessing on it. Oh, blessed thy great cup of sip.
yeah. I don't know if personally you should bless a cup of blood with your friend's blood
I
in it,
can
but
bless what I damn well please, Laxnor. Remember,
yeah,
I'm
okay.
drunk.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on. Double checking something.
Let's get the plan straight.
Oh yeah, y'all get the plan straight while I figure something out.
If I bless this and he sets on fire, isn't that even better? We found the
No,
vampire right
I'm
there.
afraid you're summoning something.
That is hilarious.
Ba-la-la-la-la-la-la. Open the portals of oblivion.
Like, real quick, Chris,
Hmm?
clarification. Do you mean that like you will cast bliss on the drinks, or
Oh,
that you're going to pray over them?
Isn't well? I was gonna pray over it, but you've interested me now. Would that actually do something if I did it? Am
Casting
I allowed
bless,
to do it?
casting bless will not work on it because it is an object and not a creature.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna pray over it then. Almighty cup of steel,
Okay, cool.
may you guide your light, guide our light into finding this wickedness. This oh so wickedness is trying to frame me for some sip that I can't even taste. Oh man. All right, let's go get it.
Okay.
Alright, somehow you have now, in your hand, created the first ever holy blood.
Holy blood cocktail.
Look at it
But
shine.
Because really, for holy water, because for holy water, all you gotta do is pray over it, and he's a paladin, and he just prayed over this blood.
Yeah.
He's a vampiric
Holy-
paladin.
Oh
holy
blessed cup of sip.
cocktail. It's not
It's
a thing
called
in
the
the
blessed
inventory I
cup of
expected.
sip.
This is the
Blessed
first, for sure.
cup of sip.
AKA the blessed cup of sip.
Yes.
Alright, well,
To my position in the room.
yep.
Alright. Yep. Gonna
All
go out.
right, boy. We finna change history with this one. Maybe I'll start a bar.
Mm.
For what? Vampires?
Duh.
I mean, that actually is a really cool idea.
Oh,
Speaking of
correct.
set player,
Actually, correction. It's not gonna be holy blood. It would take an hour to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have an hour. Well, we
No.
do actually, if we can talk them into it.
In
No.
the future, though, we do know how to do it.
Well, it's a holy water. For holy water. This was a one-time situation. I rolled a D100 to see if it would even happen this time. It,
Didn't happen.
There are
no.
rules for making holy water in D&D from like paladins and clerics,
Yeah.
but like I don't think we have the stuff necessary for it in this instance.
Also,
What if they
holy blood is not a thing. I was just being funny for you guys, but
All right,
No, it's okay. I understand. I knew.
but
I thought so anyway.
yeah.
yeah, blood in the
Uh,
cup, go into the
I'm gonna,
room.
I'm gonna
yep.
say it shine.
You said you're taking a shot?
No,
That is a
no.
good decision.
I probably shouldn't do that. I mean, I'm not thirsty in here, so I mean, sipping that might make me thirsty or something. I don't know. I'll have like an
I don't know
infinite
if that'll
thirst.
be the outcome, but yeah.
Well, I'm not trying it.
Alright.
That's fine.
As tempting as it may be, it smells delicious. I would drink it all, but nope. Save me like some for after the dream, hoping that it's not actually dirt.
All right, go in, plan, go.
Let's do it.
Mhm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have brought to you Plan A. So what we are gonna do with this here is we're fixing to pass it around and have a little wine test. What do you guys say?
Um,
Yes, I knew it. Here you go. I'm gonna pass it on.
it's
All
now
right.
really, it's now really the time to drink. And what order are you doing it in?
I'm gonna start with the little nightcap guy. It's
Oh,
time to drink. Trust me, I am a priest. So
so
blessed be thee. Now
Anatol
drink this
kind of
wine.
Anatol kind of takes it. He gives it a smell, and he looks at y'all like, I don't want to do this.
Oh no, you should though.
No, he's just giving a look. He doesn't say it.
Oh,
Like, he gives a look of, I don't want to do this. And then
I'm smiling at him.
he drinks the whole thing.
You know what? You're about a piece of shit. That's greedy, man. We were supposed to share that with the community. This is your damn rat right here. My money's on him, okay? I said this out loud. Y'all heard me? And I'm gonna go stand
Oh
over in
no,
the
it's fine.
corner.
I'm just reading my spell sheet.
Y'all know
Yeah.
the y'all know the y'all know the TikTok sound. Your greed disgusts me. That's what I just immediately started thinking when you said that's some greedy.
God. Well, uh,
I prayed over that shit, I'm gonna say in the corner.
oh boy. Okay. I prayed over that.
Jesus.
Uh,
Y'all are leading this murder investigation. Y'all better figure out your shit.
okay.
Hey man, I know a rat when I see one. Him and a damn sock on his head. I know one. That's a rat. Y'all can say what you want about it,
But
Yeah,
why?
but
that's
I was
my.
trying to see if there were more than one.
But
Why
but remember, I'm drunk.
Alicia is just like,
Ah,
why? Alicia goes, why would you say he's a rat?
Look at it. This a damn rat. Go ahead and cast one of your
I
little
mean,
magical spells to make him burn into something.
I
I
mean,
don't know. I
it's
know he's a
just,
rat.
it's just wine.
It was blessed wine I prayed over. Okay, that's a very special blessing. I don't pray over just anything. Last time one of y'all
But,
seen me pray,
but why are we worried about wine right now when there's a vampire amongst us?
because it was blessed wine. It was going to show us who the vampire was, and it just did. That's your rat right there, and
on
maybe you too. I don't know.
But
Y'all know
how?
the who.
on a more personal note, so let's cut to the chase, shall we? We know that four of you are undead.
Damn right.
3,
I'm
correction.
going three.
You remember,
Um,
yeah,
I'm
I was
going.
wrong about Merce.
We know that three of you are undead. However, I am curious, since Huey and I were discussing this earlier. I believe the Order of the Dawn does not let in or consort with undead powers. Am I correct?
Oh, are you
Okay.
asking me that?
No, Alicia. Um,
Oh,
so about that,
Mm-hmm.
we also mentioned we're eternal knights.
Yes, I
eternal
figured.
liar.
So the burden of eternal knights
Mm-hmm.
are a sect within the Order of Dawn.
Dusk.
We believe that the
Your
rule.
prerogative is.
We believe that rules must be bent if peace is to be kept.
Hmm. So,
So we understand that we must do whatever it takes to kill true undead.
true
By
undead, you
becoming
say.
lesser undead.
You guys are robots.
So that's why that guy dead in the hallway with two
Okay,
holes in it.
No.
I lost a lot of that.
We understand.
You were roboting a bit.
Um, let me explain before you jump to conclusions. one of us in this room still killed that man, but it was not over. It was not over the Eternal Nights. The She kind of looks around, but she realizes she's the highest level of authority in the room right now, so she's the one that would have to answer. Like, unless her boss shows up soon, sharing this information, she's the only one who can decide whether or not to do this.
Looking at
Welcome
you.
to the fucking club.
Explain.
Upon initiation, members of the Burden of Eternal Nights, we ingest the ichor from a newly slain undead creature. For example, I killed a zombie on my initiation. We are partially undead. And Mersh's eyes widen at this. Mersh didn't know this, from what you understand.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean to tell me that's what being an Eternal Knight means? That I'm gonna be one of the things out there that we're trying to kill? You understand that we do whatever it takes.
It ain't
Yes.
so bad, boy. Calm down. Let's let her explain further. Where did the body come from? That's what I want to know. Why is there a dead man
We
in
don't
the
know.
hallway?
I don't know. You're
That's
asking
not part of
the.
thing.
That's not.
Wrong question, man.
What?
Well, Hemi, we're the ones figuring that out.
What? But so it's not one of them?
I mean, it
No,
probably is
it
one.
is.
I mean, it could be, but I mean, look.
We knew they were undead. We just didn't know what type.
What?
Allegedly, one of them was a vampire.
We are. Well, okay. So we are partially undead.
Well, since you're being honest with me, I'll be honest with you. That cup that I gave your little penguin friend over there, yeah, it was blood. And he drank it all.
Wait,
Boom. There's your rat.
Yeah.
wait,
I
you,
told you.
Anatol. It's you?
I know a rat when I see it.
I
suspected earlier at dinner when I cut myself.
I
Eating.
look. I don't know what happened. I only I got. I, look, I got bit. When we were out there. Look, but I didn't mean to hurt Conrad.
So, I have a
You
question.
changed that fast?
Was
Liar.
Conrad an undead?
Yes, Conrad was one of ours. He had already gone through the initiations.
So, what was he then?
One of us, one of the Eternal Knights.
Yes, but you're a zombie and he's a vampire.
No, 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 no,
Human.
no, 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 no. You misunderstand. We don't become creatures. We just.
Well, he did.
But not from
What,
our. No, not from our ritual, though.
But from your work.
He became a vamp. Were you not just listening to Anatol? He told us when he became a vampire.
Right, so we've unraveled the mystery of the vampire. We've yet to get paid. And
So while everyone's talking, Boone's gonna walk over. They're a very different sentence. Caleb, I still have that twig earlier, right? That Anatol from not from the town gave me, right?
Yes. Give me a second.
I was assuming that's where this needed to go, Seth, but I was waiting to find out if you took it there.
Worst case, we reset, right?
Yeah.
If we reset, I may strike them all down with fire and just see what happens.
Pluck him. Pluck him. Do it. Make him
It's
stiff.
insane.
Stiffen him up. Because he won't die if he
Question:
is
if
what
we
he says he
die
already
in
was.
the dream, in this hellscape that we
Oh.
seem to find ourselves in, we die, right?
We die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
Good.
cooked.
I'm glad I didn't do my other plan.
But see, look, the thing is, it won't kill him even if he does stab him. It's just gonna numb him and make him still. He won't be able to move.
So
Yeah.
then we all just stab him for real.
Well, I mean, we could, but they can decide what to do with him after that.
Yep.
They stab him for real.
All right. Yeah. I guess now's the time.
Okay, well, as you're about to do that, Anatol starts. Yeah, go ahead.
I will, however, turn to the boss lady and the rest of the group. It is not my place to determine judgment for how you carry out sentences within your order, but, and I'll hand the stake over to this lady.
Okay, to Alicia.
Yes,
Anatol, I'm sorry it's come to this, but you've given us no choice. No, I didn't mean to kill him. It's not my, no, you can't do this to me. And as he like squirms and tries to get away, he starts to transform into,
no,
I knew I should have just burned
the
him
giant
alive.
penguin.
and
That was gonna burn him alive.
he becomes
Fireball everybody.
this huge oozing creature.
Flesh.
Gross. Fuck.
Oh,
If you
man.
haven't looked at the image, Chris, it's worth looking at.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mimi's gonna throw up.
This is worse
Yeah.
than the river of poop.
And
Yeah,
with
throw up.
that, we're going to end the session there.
Oh god.
Boy, when I tell you, I was ready to burn this mansion down. The moment we went out in the hall and the dude was dead, I was gonna let them all go in that room, lock the door, and just set it on fire.
Hey, we're motherfucking detectives, guys. That would have been a good idea. You should have did that. But then, I mean,
Yeah.
worse, we could have reset. That's why I just decided to call him out for drinking that shit.
Well,
Yeah.
he
Greedy
had to
ass.
drink the whole cup. Instead of,
Greedy.
I was like mid sip of my drink. He said, "And he drinks the whole thing," and I went, "Huh."
So, thank you everybody for
I actually did
watching.
that.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you really like our content, check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our Discord, which is also linked down below, so you become part of our community, and you can listen to this game when we play it live, and be, active in our community. We also sometimes do movie nights. We haven't been doing them as much lately, but we should be getting back to them around next month. But yeah, I think that's gonna be everything for this time. The boys have gotten themselves into something. Let's see how they resolve it next time. Bye.